Live, and we're waiting and waiting. And let's see here.
I have it
And
on my phone.
yeah, and we're live. Okay. All right. This is exciting. Um, I want to welcome you guys here tonight. My name is Chris Parrott. I'm here along with Christy Berry, and we are going to we came here tonight just to give you some information about coaching. You came here and wanted to talk, and you might be interested. You might have been a challenger. You might be coming into it from a business aspect, and you want to know what Beachbody is about, and you want to know what this coaching is all about, and what we've been posting and what we've been doing, and really what it is. This is a business opportunity for you, and it comes to us in the form of being able to help other people, and if you've coming to us as a challenger, and a challenger meaning you have been a person that has used the workouts, have used the products, have gotten results, you've turned around, you've gotten results, and it's just you want to now share that with other people. And Beachbody has this great business opportunity where we get to do that. And so what ends up happening, we do what we sign up as a coach. And what a coach is a person that is shows up and helps people achieve their health and fitness goals. So we help you set them. We help you get started with the program. And more importantly, what I really like about the concept with Beachbody is that you don't just get a product. That's not the point of it. Point of it, that's only the beginning when you get the product. You get the product, and what we get to do as coaches is we get to help you through it. We get to help you use it. We get to help you get results with it. We don't just say, here you go, and you're done and you don't hear from us ever again. I love the fact that we get to run something called challenge groups. Christy's going to talk to you about that in just a little bit. But as coaches, as active coaches, and I'm going to talk to you, we've got three different types of coaches really. And but what I love that we get to do is that it's just out there and we're helping you get those results. Like I was saying, we're helping you get through these programs. And so there is that opportunity for people to get real results, real long-term results. So this is not a quick fix opportunity. This is not a get rich quick scheme type deal that we'll talk about here in a little bit too, because people love to ask that and they want to ask that. Um, they want this to be easier, or they want this to be not as good as what this really is. And this is a fantastic opportunity to make real results. And if you've used any of the Beachbody products, you know that these are legit. These are healthy solutions to what we do, in life, and how to implement them in life, and ways that we can have nutrition that's sustainable for us to get these results. Now I say that, and so this coaching opportunity, what we do is there's three different types of coaches that we have. You could solely sign up to be a coach just for the discount. You could be a person that is using the products and think it's fantastic and realize that you are using it every month and want to save 25%. And so when you sign up as a coach, you save 25% on every single product order that you make. And what we do, we call that a discount coach. And some people spend their entire time as a discount coach. They have no business, or they have no interest in wanting to go and kind of build a team and have people under them and have challengers. And that's perfect. Like, yes, take advantage of that discount. That's super smart. That's actually how I started as a coach, because I was using Shakeology and I'm like, yeah, I want a discount. So of course, and I'm going to sign up. And the second phase of that is what we call a hobby coach. And the hobby coach is that person that is starting to get some results, or just has gotten results. And maybe they've had a couple friends that are like, what have you been doing? I want to do this with you. They sign up with them. But they're not necessarily looking at making this a business. They're not looking at making this a full-time business, or, it's just kind of a side hobby, or maybe they want to earn a little extra um, cash for every month. Maybe we've got holidays coming up and stuff, and you want to look at earning some extra money like that. So we've got the hobby coach, and then we've got what we call like the full-on active, I call it the all-in coach. And it's that coach that you may have a full-time job, you may not have a full-time job, but you want to make this your full-time job. And so you have that potential to have full-time income with this. And it will take a lot of hard work, it will take a lot of effort, but we're going to talk about training here in just a little bit. But that all-in coach is that person that is ready to run challenge groups. They want to help as many people as they possibly can, and they want to grow and build a team, meaning they want to grow and build a team of coaches underneath them that are also out there running challenge groups and helping people, and we're getting changing lives and we're getting results. And the other really great thing about that, of those 3 phases, you're not locked into just one phase at any given time. You take that phase, and you could move into different phases. And I know this because I moved into all 3 phases, and you could be somewhere in between any of them as well. So it's really flexible. So when you think about it in terms of the brick and mortar job opportunities that you have, it's that full-time, part-time, intermittent work. Is what we have, and that's how you can relate it. So first of all, we're going to identify what kind of coach that you want to be, because a lot of you might be on here and you're not really sure, or maybe you just wanted that discount. So but really, we get into the bread and butter of what we do, and that is challenge groups. And I'm going to turn it over to Christy to tell you all about challenge groups. Now that you know what kind of time and what kind of coach that you're going to be, Christy's going to tell you what we do as these challenge groups every month that you see us advertising for. Take it away, Christy.
Okay, can you hear me now? All right, good deal. Like Chris said, I'm Christy, and I am a Beachbody Diamond coach and have been a coach for a couple of years now. And so I absolutely love challenge groups. And I tell people all the time, like Chris said, this is the bread and butter. This is what we do, the big bulk of it. And I was just talking with a group of coaches the other day, and they were like, this is where you spend your time. This is the challenge group. This is what we do. This is our mission. And so the challenge group, for those of you that have experienced it, I hope it has been positive. I, just fell in love with everything about a challenge group. And that's really why I started coaching. And for those of you that haven't been in a challenge group, you have to get in one right away. Okay. You're going to love it. And so Chris talked about the different types of coaches, but any coach can lead a challenge group. Like she said, it doesn't mean you're locked into one or the other. I actually started as a hobby coach, just really with the intention of giving back this beautiful experience that I had in a challenge group, and also a creative outlet. It was really just a creative outlet and way to connect with other women for me. And so the challenge group, we help other people start their own health journey, and we help other people continue. So in my challenge groups right now, I have anywhere from a woman that hasn't worked out ever in her life 5 consecutive days, all the way to someone that has a trainer, and her trainer says, good luck with nutrition and cardio. I'm here to help you with the weights. And so she comes to challenge groups for the accountability and support in those other areas. So really it is the gamut, but it is an uplifting, motivational, accountability experience. It is a community that we share with other people. And it's really something that was so far outside of my comfort zone, because I'm one of those people that I like to hold it in close to a few good friends. So I was like, I really don't know about these women. I don't know in these challenge groups, but something great happens over the time. You start bonding and you actually just form this relationship. And so that's like the challenge group itself. But a lot of people wonder, well, how do I get people to join my challenge group? Who is going to join my challenge group? Well, we help you with that. And we'll talk about that in a little bit more about the training and development. But the beautiful thing is that no one's going to say, okay, good luck with your challenge group. Let me know how it goes. So a lot of newer coaches co-host challenge groups with other coaches, either a mentor coach or they co-host with another new coach. And that's super fun. I love to co-host because you bring people really from all over the country or world maybe together that you don't know, and you're just all feeding off the positivity. So the way we do this is that you may have, if you've been in a challenge group, you probably got a challenge pack, and that's kind of like your resource. Used to be all in a box, but now we stream our workouts online, but you still get this nifty box and challenge pack arrival day. It's always fun for everybody. But it's your resource. You get your challenge pack, and we share with you the best way to share with other people, with your challengers, of how to help them pick their workouts, their nutrition plan. And we just really, again, I know a lot of you are challengers or have seen that, so you've seen it firsthand, how we do it. So is there anything I haven't covered, Chris, as far as challenge group that you can think to add on to?
No, I'll just say that for challenge groups, I find them to be like the ultimate accountability.
Oh, yeah.
Like that is just when you get in there and to help people, because we're smart people. We know what to do. We can be given that information, but to have somebody there that is holding you accountable to be checking in every day, I think is where the magic happens with these programs.
Right.
And with these groups, and why they're so effective, because it's simple. Like you check in online once a day at your convenience. And that's, yeah, I
Right.
find them super effective like that.
So one of the things that I just thought of, I was going to say, is I have a lot of coaches right now on my team that their sole purpose in coaching is not, well, I should say sole, but they do truly want to help other people. But a big part of coaching is to hold themselves accountable. And let me tell you, when you are leading a challenge group, you are holding yourself more accountable than you're holding the other people in that challenge group. And so I think that is a huge part. So for those of you that are starting or, really working on your health journey of trying to have that big transformation, then a challenge group, leading a challenge group is going to really help you with that. So that is a big part of a lot of coaches' missions. So next we're going to, what are we going to next here? Chris, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Okay, great. Thanks. So I wanted one administrative feature I wanted to let you guys know on. So if for those of you that are watching, as you have questions, there is the question bar right to the right of your screen there. Type that in there. We can see them. We will answer your questions. Probably it might be at the end, but if it happens to be right in the middle of that topic, then yeah, we could definitely address that. But what I get to talk to you about now, and this is, you guys are probably wondering, how do I actually make money doing this? This sounds great, helping people. We really want to do this, but in reality, this is a business venture, and our time is worthwhile. Our time is precious. So if we're going to be doing this, we have the opportunity to earn an income. And how do we earn an income? And so I'm going to talk to you guys about two things right now that most of you are probably like, okay, this is really the guts of what I want to know here. You want to know that, you want to know how to make money, how much it's going to cost, and how the heck am I going to do this on my busy schedule? And we're about to talk about all of that. So first of all, the compensation plan. And I get excited about this. I haven't really told you any of my background yet, but my background, and I'm going to tell you more about it, but is in human resources. And I actually, when I first started human resources, was in incentive compensation. So when I get to compensation plans like this, I get really excited because I want to break it down and digest it and understand all of it. And I get really excited about this one. If you're not familiar with compensation plans, or you're just like, I get paid. I'm not really sure how I get paid. There is great training opportunity back in what we have is called the back office. A second, but that explains this. But what I really like in the easiest of terms is compensation wise. A lot of times when you come into these online companies like this, the compensation is very front loaded, meaning front loaded is that you are going to get paid when somebody gives you a product or when somebody purchases a product from you right up front. And there is no incentive for long-term longevity, and using these products. And we want people to have long-term healthy lifestyles. And so what I like about Beachbody's compensation plan, it's a 3-part plan, and it's really a 5-part plan, but I'm going to go into the first 3 parts of it. The other 2 parts are for when you get a little bit more advanced in your business. So just know that there's a lot of income opportunities here. So the first one is 25% commissions. So I said before, you get a 25% discount. You earn 25% on any products that you purchase or that are purchased from you. So if somebody purchases a challenge pack from you, and that you get 25% from that. You get 25% from anything that people subsequently order from you as well. So month after month. So when I was saying, like, just not right up front. So if they order anything from you after that, if they order what we use as Shakeology, and if you don't know about that, we got to talk about that for Liquid Gold. Like, that's for me, it's a busy mom Liquid Gold right there. It's a no-brainer. But every time you order that, you're earning a 25% commission you're cut from your customers. And so that's the exciting part. The second part of it is, after you've made your first promotion in the company and you are building a team, and you have people underneath you, you get a performance award. You're getting performance awards from your team performing. So we call them team volume cycle bonuses. And because Beachbody, we are paid weekly on this. And so that's a really great incentive that we are actually paid every week between the 25% commissions that we have made and anything performance wise that we have done with our teams. And so that's kind of exciting. The third part of it is after you've reached your third promotion, you are then eligible for quarterly bonuses. And that's exciting because as you achieve another promotion or another promotion, you get more and more in that. Obviously, as you would normally, you get more and more into those quarterly bonuses. So those are 3 ways right there that you are automatically making additional income, whether it's going to be that you're looking at making this a primary income, or just you want to go pay for Christmas in cash, or you want to pay, extra bills. You want to get a credit card bills paid down. You want to make extra car payment, an extra house payment. And it's incredible how quickly all of this adds up to what can be a significant paycheck. So we go through that in the coaching, and we talk to you about what your goals are and how to reach that income and how to set those goals. The other thing that people really want to know, they're like, oh my God, how much is this going to cost me? We're talking about all these great health and fitness things and these products. I want to tell you right now, the other thing I love about Beachbody is that it does not require you to carry any inventory. So a lot of places I have met so many of my friends are like, oh yeah, I've had to buy thousands and thousands of dollars and I carry stock and inventory. And I'm like, what? Yeah, we don't carry any inventory. What we do is we pay a $15.95 a month fee. And what that covers is we have an entire online office available to us. It covers payroll. It covers all of the shipping that we do from their warehouses. So when you place an order, I don't have to turn around and ship it out to you because I'm not carrying that inventory, and it's getting shipped for you. So for $15.95 a month, you have an unlimited earning potential, however hard you want to work. And we're going to talk about that in just a minute, like what the time requirements are out of you for $15.95 a month. Now, I want to let you know as well, and this is very true to my heart because I work for the military, is that there is a military discount available as well. So for anybody that is a veteran, current active duty, or a current active duty spouse, that $15.95 a month fee is waived for you. So that means you would essentially be building and running a business for free. And I think that is just a fabulous deal. And I think that is it's just a small token of a way to say thank you for that service. And that's really exciting for me too. So the other thing is to get started. And people are like, oh, I don't know how to get started because they think that the cost is going to go outrageous as well. And it doesn't. So here's the thing, because Beachbody wants you to be able to make this a healthy and fulfilling lifestyle. And so you can do one of 2 things. If you've never done a Beachbody product, you can sign up. You can just sign up for a coach. It's a $40 fee that you can sign up for. If you have bought a challenge pack, we were talking about those challenge packs as challengers, and we're running these challenge groups and everything. Challengers meaning customers who have bought a health and fitness pack, which is the nutrition and the Shakeology and the workout programs. If you have ever bought one of those, your $40 fee is reimbursed to you. If you haven't done either one of those and you sign up and you want to do a workout program, you can buy a challenge pack and that $40 fee is waived to you. So essentially you're going to be able to get started and automatically get products that you can be using. And you want to be the product of the product, because how are you going to recommend to people what we're doing, what we're going to be doing, and how we're matching people up with programs? So you want to capitalize on that. And so that's a really great opportunity to be able to get started on that. So I'm just going to double check to make sure we don't have any questions on compensation, because that always jumps up there. And I know we lagged just a little bit, but I don't see any questions, and that's incredible. Okay, so I'm going to turn it back over to Christy. She's going to actually tell you, after you've signed up now, what kind of training and development opportunities are available to you. Like how much is it going to cost to get trained, and how much is it going to cost to do this? And I think you're going to be really surprised. Okay, so back over to you, Christy.
All right. So training and development is something that I Like, I love it. I'm one of those people that I'm like, train me up. Let me know what classes you're offering this week. That's usually how, or that's used to be how I was. So I think that something that scares a lot of people is like, I don't know how to do this, or how I'm not going to sign up because I don't know anything about social media. So I was so impressed, and I'm not one to be easily impressed about a lot of things, especially in training and development, because I've been there so often. I was so impressed when I became a coach at just all of the training that was offered to me right up front. And my coach had a plan for me. And so that's what we do for each of our new coaches. We have a plan that is ready to go, and we will help you identify, where you need to start. We start everybody in the same group, regardless of, your experience as far as with social media, because it covers the whole gamut. It's called New Coach University, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. But it's not just like, okay, you're a coach. We don't tell you exactly, do it this way, do it this way. We give you different scenarios, what has worked for us, or, we encourage you through these trainings and developments to find your own style, talk to your audience. The way you talk to your audience may not be how I talk to my audience. And so we work with each of our coaches to really dig in and find that. So we have different trainings that cover everything from, that are covering rank advancement, that are covering, we may focus on a specific book, and we may go through that and see how that can help us. We have individual team calls where it's like, how do you put those filters on those pictures and those words, down to some very tactical training of, here are the different, how we work with the different social platforms, what works for Facebook may not work for Instagram. And so we really go hands-on with our teams. And when I say our teams, I'm talking about training all the way to the micro level of your individual team, all the way up to, an organization, the number one team within the network with thousands and thousands of coaches. And so it's really like, it is what you make of it as well. There are tons of opportunities there for you. And something I find now as a coach is I have to really weigh out. I have so many opportunities. I have to decide which are most important to me and my business and my team, how I want to grow to lead my team. And so I have to prioritize the trainings because there are so many. But don't let that scare you when I say there are so many, because it's not required. No one's going to show up in your inbox and hound you. It is truly a self-paced opportunity. There are times in my business, I do work full-time as well, and have a 2-year-old little boy that requires every bit of my attention when he is awake and with me. So I have to decide how hard I'm going to push and how much I'm going to invest each month. And I get to decide that. No one tells me you have to do this month. And one of the things a lot of people are like, what does development mean? And, personal development. And Chris and I were talking, like, sometimes people look at us like we have two heads when we talk about personal development. But I mean, have you ever wondered how we're so motivated and how we are just yes, we can do that? It's because we immerse ourselves in personal development and training. And, right before this call, I posted about this call in case anyone was interested. And I said, if you're thinking you can't do what I do, then you're right, because you're never going to be successful thinking like that. But if you're thinking, I would love to do what she does, I'm just not sure how to do it, and you're willing to learn, now you're talking. That's when you are ready to be a coach and you've got that mindset. And a lot of that comes from immersing ourselves with positivity and just, keeping our focus on the mission of what we're doing and helping others. So, that is just an overview of training. But like I said, on a monthly basis, there are opportunities and you will meet so many women. This is exactly how Chris and I met. We are, in different regions of the country. It's interesting that we actually have a similar background with government and military, but Like, we didn't know that. We just were in, I think, a training group or one of our groups. And, we don't ever, one of my favorite things about this is we don't try to recreate a coach. We give you the processes and the systems that are in place for you to find the way to be the coach that you are and you're meant to be. And so we're not trying to recreate people, but we do have proven systems in place that it's like, if you just trust us and follow this method, make it your own, you will be successful. I mean, and it's what you make it. I absolutely love training. I have only worked with one other organization, and it happens to be the number one, pediatric nonprofit, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. That's the only organization that has ever come close to touching the amount of training and personal development as Beachbody encourages coaches to have. So to me, that speaks volumes. And I was like, I have found my place. They love this. So think about that from a positive standpoint of what is there to help you. Don't think of that as an overwhelming, I couldn't do it all. Think about it from a positive standpoint. And so both Chris and I, we've talked about, we both work and kind of busy. So now she is going to talk about coaching when you're busy, because we're all busy in life, regardless of what we're going on. So she's going to tell you a little bit about how we make it work. Back to you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, guys. So I purposely didn't tell you any of my background or introduce myself really when we first started. And I want to explain to you, if anybody is sitting here saying, "Oh my gosh, I am so busy. This sounds cool, but I have no idea how I'm going to fit it in my life. I'm too busy to do this. I'm too busy to do that. I'm too busy to do that." I am going to tell you, I get it. I totally hear you. So a little quick background about me is that back in 2014, like really where my whole journey starts. So back in 2014, it was a Saturday morning in December. I was on the couch and my then 1.5-year-old came walking over to me and took my hand, and I couldn't eat. I didn't even have the energy to get off the couch. I was over 200 pounds at that time. I was struggling as a new mom with 2 kids that were 20 months apart. Working full time. We were commuting. We were living overseas. I just couldn't get it together. I couldn't. I was so unhappy. I was so tired. Depression was running rampant for me. And I just said I had to make a change. And so right then and there, it becomes a mindset thing. And I had known Beachbody products before from many, many years ago. And it happened to be that P90X3 was that first video that I saw being advertised, because I had gone back to them and I'm like, you know what? I can do 30 minutes. I have to do 30 minutes. Something has to change, because I finally snapped like that. You get to that point. And I'm telling you all this because the first thing that most people say is like, I don't even have enough time to make fitness, like to get my workouts in. And I committed to those 30 minutes. I made those 30 minutes work and then I'm starting to see more energy. Right. And then 21 Day Fix came out, and finally, like the nutrition, like totally, oh my gosh, this is for busy working people, because it was not any of these complicated formulas or anything like that. It was literally, if it fits in the container, you eat it, go. And I didn't have to think anything more of it. Shakeology, I loved it because it was just like this quick on the go, and suddenly I'm getting my vitamins and my nutrients and I'm feeling a lot better. And I forgot to tell you guys too, I had gone to the doctor, and the doctor had for my annual checkup, and the doctor was like, we need to work on your numbers, because I was, besides overweight, not just my weight numbers, my cholesterol was getting dangerously high. And there was a number of other things that had happened, but the cholesterol just sticks out with me because that is a problem in my family. And I just said, I don't want this to happen. I don't want to live like that. And so when we start making these changes, and then pretty soon I'm feeling good, you're feeling really good about it. And like I said, I signed up for the discount. We moved back to the States, and we come back in, and I will tell you guys right now, I have 2 boys. We talked about that already. They are 5 and 7. My husband works full time. He's working on his PhD. I work full time for the Air Force. I'm in a senior human resources position, and I run a team. I run Team Busy Fit, and I love them. And we embrace the fact that we are busy. I just told you guys that whole schedule, like that's a lot of time. That takes up a lot of time. We are always on the go. And you would think that things are getting sacrificed. I will tell you what, what coaching has done for me in running our teams, running the development, committing to this, committing to our nutrition, committing to our fitness, and committing to coaching and helping others do this. What it has done is actually made me a better time manager. We have something that we go through every day. We talk about time commitments. Is called a power hour. And we have dedicated focused tasks that we work on every single day. And they're not complicated. They take a few minutes every day, and you just need to do them, and you can build a successful business. So we call that the power hour. And what ended up happening in doing these power hour and doing these consistent actions found me taking it to other parts of my life. So all of a sudden, when I'm focusing on this, I'm not the distracted squirrel. And I can very easily become the distracted squirrel, but distracted squirrel, I'm over here, I'm over here, I'm over here. And all of a sudden I'm focused and I'm getting more done. Crank, done. And then we go on to the next thing. So, what ended up happening is I ended up going into work and started applying these principles. And I became more productive at work and became more efficient. And then I would come home and I would have focused and dedicated time with my children. And so any working parents out there understand that, you've got a limited amount of time. Make the most of it, because just sitting on the couch, but being on your phone or being on your computer with your kids sitting next to you is not quality time. There is a difference between the time that you are spending. So we have been able to take that time and apply it to the rest of our lives. So when we say that we are busy, are you busy in a way that is actually being productive? And that's one of the best things I think Beachbody has taught me is that productivity and efficiency and quality, and that they're not all necessarily the same. So not all busy activities generate a quality product. And since we've started coaching in this power hour that I'm talking about, and by the way, the power hour doesn't even have to be 1 hour at a time. My first year of my business, I dedicated my 30-minute commute into work and my 30-minute commute on the way home. That's what I had to give. So the time is up to you of how much time you are going to give. I ask for minimum of 1 hour a day. And if you do that, you will build a successful business. If you have more time to give, you are going to grow and build a business faster. And that all depends on what your income goals are, what your goals overall for this business is. But this is a business venture. And so you commit to it. And you set hours, you set your work hours, just like you would set hours that you would be going into a brick and mortar building for your job. It's the same principles. But I will tell you that these principles here, that have been applied into my life, have helped me to manage that busy a lot better, has helped me to be more confident and be more successful in just about everything I do. So that when Christy was talking about doing the personal development and everything, when you start doing that and you start surrounding yourself with this positive, and then you start surrounding yourself with this productivity, and you start surrounding yourself with this mindset of I can all the time, you know what? It is incredible what you can accomplish. I can accomplish a full-time work schedule. I can accomplish my children having well-adjusted, like we are having, knock on wood, I probably shouldn't say this, but we're having a great school year so far. Like my son that is already struggling and has, trouble adjusting to things and learning and everything else like that. When you stop and take that time and that attention for him, and he's thriving right now. And I know it's because we're giving that quality time to him, and to both of our children. And then you turn around and the kids go to bed. What am I going to do? Do I give up? Yes, I give up TV. Everybody talks about how great, a lot of these shows are. And I have probably never seen a single episode. But on the flip side of that, I can walk out of work and any given day, I have somebody checking in saying, my life has changed. My life, I am on a path. It's not just about a physical weight loss anymore. It is about the transformation that they're making in their mind, body, and soul as well. And you were part of that. Sure, it is them doing the work, but you were the catalyst to help get them started. And so in my book, that is far more rewarding to be able to say that you were a part of. And so for me, the busy is worth it. And it has been worth every second of every time that I've wanted to sit down and say, oh gosh, I'm tired. I don't want to go to work at, 9:00 when the kids go to bed. Well, in reality, I don't want to go to work at 7:30 either in the morning when I wake up either, but I do, right? I just find this a little bit more rewarding. So this is, This is just a really exciting opportunity. And I just want to say that it helps on the busiest of schedules. So you can make this work. And I do plenty of trainings on time management. That is another thing that's huge. So we have all kinds of different trainings. I will train you on time management first, just to get it down and get it understood. So that is an exciting opportunity. So I get a little heated and a little excited about that. So I'm sorry if I'm going a little over, but I want to share that don't limit yourself. Don't just come up and say, I can't do this. If you have a desire, we will make it work on whatever your schedule is and whatever your ambition is. All right. And Christy is going to wrap it up. She's a busy working mom as well. So she's going to give a little bit of her story as well. And she's going to wrap it up for you guys. We don't want to take up too much of your time because, like I said, we know you're busy. We're busy. It's been a long day. So, but thanks for being here. All right. Bye.
All right. So yes, Chris, I love hearing your story, and I am always blown away at just all that you juggle. And I mean, I truly do love it. I love that we've connected and doing this together. So yes, I will tell you a little bit about me. And I did things a little really opposite. I was a new mom, and I had struggled with infertility for years. And while I didn't gain my baby weight from actually carrying my son, I gained a lot of baby weight waiting on my son and through emotions. And when he was here, I just thought, I've got to do something, and it's time. And so I want to be able to run around and with him and chase him. And I don't want him to see me and being insecure or not feeling like it. And so that's how I started. And then I knew well within, oh my goodness, we weren't even halfway through the challenge group. And I was like, I think I could do this. I am loving what I'm getting out of this. I give back. And so at a time when people were like, I don't know how you do this. You're a new mom. And my son was, just 3 months old when I started coaching, but I was more driven than ever to do something like this and to help other people. And so I've worked in pockets of time, and I work full time. I have a 35-minute minimum commute. And so I get my personal development in through Audible or YouTube videos like this, listening in my car, and voice messages. I may have voice messaged some of you at one point in time. So, it's all about prioritizing. And like Chris said, if you want it to work and if you are passionate about it, whether it is purely and solely mission focused, or you've got a burning desire and need for income, the passion will get you there either way, and no matter how busy you are. But and we also, as coaches, we evolve. And our schedules evolve. And so, my son right now, like I said, he's 2. So there's no like, oh, I'm going to put him down for a nap now and do some coaching business. It's like, bam, 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 we go, go, go. And he goes to sleep. And like Chris said, start working. Or I train myself to get up early. A lot of people say, I can't get up early like you. Well, you don't have to. That's just me. I trained myself to do that. So, so we all do it in different ways. And whether you're a mom or not, you're still busy, most likely. You've got responsibilities in life. And so you have a busy life as well. And we get that. So, all right, this is it, ladies. We have shared with you kind of like the 50-foot level, and in some areas we have talked kind of down into the details. But we want you to know that we're so glad that you came, and we're grateful. And so you may be thinking, all right, so yeah, what if I want to do this? What am I going to do? How am I going to do it? And like I said, during the training, we have a plan. We have a system in place that is ready. So the very first thing that we like to do, just our culture, is we want to give you, like, these are the top things a new coach should do. And it's a list of things. And you have it right there at your fingertips. And this is our team page. We want to get you in there ASAP to meet your new team members. We want to show you where the resources are. We're not expecting you to dig into the resources immediately, but we want to show you where they are. So that's kind of like your roadmap. And then we have a one-on-one call together. And that is your opportunity to talk to us. You talk with me. You tell me why you're doing this, what you're thinking. Sometimes at that point, I'll be honest with you, for me as a new coach, I had some really, I was kind of too scared to even say some of the things I wanted from this. And so I didn't say them, and that's okay. But we are here for you to share your 30-day, vision or your life vision with us. And so how you choose to go about, either as a hobby coach, a discount coach, or, I'm all in coach, that will help us during that call, what you share with us, of kind of road mapping you out and okay, this is great. We'll get to know your personality and just talk one-on-one, get to know each other better. And then we have, starting Monday, New Coach University. Okay. So and when I say we, it's we. This is like a huge organization-wide training. So when I say that, don't think impersonal, think I have some of the best coaches in Beachbody helping train me, because that is not an exaggeration. And I'm not talking about me only. I'm talking about the coaches that we have and the mentors within this organization. So New Coach University, it's not like you have to show up every day and go to class. I mean, I don't even think people go to college in person anymore. So it's online, like most things that we do. And it is done through an app and email, and it is so awesome. And it's actually a really new, I should say, format for this training. And I, even though I've been doing this for 2 years, am right now in the New Coach University to experience it myself in this format, to know what my new coaches are getting. And I get excited about it. I'm like, oh yes, this is helping me too. So in New Coach University, it will help you to talk about, walk you through of learning how you organize a challenge group, how you invite people to a challenge group, the do's and don'ts of that, how to announce on social media and which platform and how that you are going to lead a challenge group and that you are a coach. And just really how you track and how you put together that first challenge group. And that is what it's all about in the beginning. And so and from there, we actually have other trainings that are lined up for you that will help you progress. And at some point in, the first 60, 90 days, the coaches will kind of do this. And you have the people that you kind of go into your own areas and you start choosing which trainings you want to be a part of. And it really is beautiful to connect with so many like-minded yet diverse people that are going to help you and push you along in your coaching journey. So that's kind of the tactical of the what next. Okay, I'm all in, or I want to be a hobby coach. What next? So are there any questions about that? Any comments? No? All right. Well, I'm sure there are some questions maybe that you can just follow up with us afterwards, or one-on-one. And, we are truly here to support you as your team leader. And we love that. We love it. So if you have a question, ask us, because we love to answer them and talk about it and share it. So I think that is all we have tonight. And so we'll wrap it up. But thanks for joining us. We are super pumped that you did. And we look forward to seeing you on our team call. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, guys.